Hello, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. So today, I thought it would be good to get some messages of hope because there seems to be a lot going on in the world right now that is making us lose hope, and that's not good. So let's get some messages of hope. I've got 4 animals that sort of are going to be symbolizing hope today. We have a unicorn, we have a doe, we have a stag, and we have a leafy forest jungle dragon, which is growth and hope and all that. So which of these animals has a message of hope for you? Click the one or ones that you believe might have the message of hope for you. I'm going to be using the Tarot of the Magical Forest and the Rose Quartz. Oh, wait a minute. These are not the Rose Quartz runes. These are the Carnelian Runes. So even more, like I was going to use the Rose Quartz runes, but they're in the other room because the bag I grabbed, see, this is fortuitous, is the Carnelian Runes, and that's going to give you heart, which is very cool, unexpected, but very cool. So it's not going to be as mild messages of hope. It's going to be like, take heart. This is what we're going to be doing. So that's exciting. That was a surprise, but awesome. So feel into the animals. Which one of these has a message of hope for you? I'm going to put the timestamps in the description and I will see you there. Bye. Hello, unicorn people. So I'm going to move the unicorn over here. I'm going to get the Tarot of the Magical Forest out. I'm going to shuffle it badly because I'm a rune reader and I haven't figured out how to shuffle not badly yet. But these were already shuffled, so it's all good. And I'm sure when I cut it, I'll get the right one. So let's get the card that is for you for this reading. So for you, we have the Ace of Cups, or the Ace of Chalices, as the card calls it. So this is basically something new, some new thing which has to do with emotion, intuition, heart, creativity, something very, very good of that ilk. Now let's throw down some runes from the Carnelian Runes, Elder Futhark, and see how they expand on this message. Okay. And this is going to bring you hope. And that's important, because we need hope right now. So, unicorn people, Ace of Cups, starting something that has to do with emotion, creativity, heart, something where your heart's going to be involved. What your central issue is in the Carnelian Runes is Fehu. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. So it's going to be about doing something that has to do with making your life more rich, or just basically focusing on the richness of your life that you already have. Leading up to this, we have Nauthiz. Nauthiz is the rune of need. So you sort of felt like there was something missing from your life, something that you needed in your life that maybe wasn't there before. And I think creativity, or something more compassionate, something more maybe even intuitive, but just basically opening up to this realm, a softer joy, like a soft joy, the joy realms, and just something joyous and beautiful and overflowing with the riches of that world. That's what was missing, and that's what's going to help you feel more rich in this moment. So to help restore your hope. And yeah, what's going to help is begin something new. We have Berkana, which is the rune of birth and beginnings. So I'm really seeing something, just letting something begin organically. Just starting to birth something. So create something, let something start to be created organically, and birthing it, and all that good stuff. I'm going to throw down a couple more actually, just to round this out. Yeah, so that's going to be your focus. Okay, interesting. So once you start doing this organically, like letting something begin like organically, that's going to take your focus away from the things that are making you lose hope. Here's you bringing something into the world. This is a new magic, and this is really important. And beyond this is going to help you focus again. So creating something and like organically starting to bring something through, and just letting this lovely Ace of Chalices become into your world, this is going to actually help you focus, which has been missing. What isn't going to help is you're going to be a bit worried about what's going to come through. We have Pertho, which is the rune of the lot box, so it's surprises, but it's surprises that were already there. So you're sort of worried about what's going to be revealed if you start focusing on this, if you start letting this come through. Mostly what the reason for that is that you're worried about what other people might think. This is for you. So you don't need to worry about what other people might think. This is to make your life rich. To heck with other people. And anyway, as you bring it through, as you embody it, it's going to be really, really good for you. And what this is going to lead you to is, so the joy is going to start deep within. It's going to start deep within. We have Vunyo, and it's Vunyo reversed. So it's Vunyo reversed. So again, I'm going to see this a couple ways. One, the joy is going to start to come through from deep within. So because it's Vunyo, the joy rune reversed. Two, once this starts, you're going to start to see where you're not as happy as you'd like to be. And then this is going to take, this is going to be like, okay, how do I fix this? And what's going to help is that you are very strong. We have Uruz, which is the rune of the wild ox. It has to do with strength and health. And this is what's going to help carry you over where you're not feeling perhaps as contented, but it's also going to help bring through this deep joy that you're starting to build with whatever you're creating and whatever you're manifesting that has to do with all the lovely watery stuff, emotion, heart, and creativity. What isn't going to help at this point is maybe you got to the point where you start to bring it through and you're like, okay, that's enough, I'm stopping. We have Rhytho reversed, which is the rune of the journey. It is reversed and it's on the lower line. So stopping, once you get the slightest bit, it's like with prescriptions. You don't stop a prescription as soon as you feel better, because the point of it is you have to take the whole course or it's going to make things worse, not only for you, but for everybody. So stay the course, continue to do this. This is, once you start to feel the joy, carry it through, like just push it all the way and get it so that the joy is coming all the way through. And by the end of that, and be strong about it. So you are strong about it, and that's the thing. You do have the strength to do this. And it is also what makes you feel healthier as well. And as you see this, as you see your strength returning and your health returning, you're going to be encouraged to continue. So that's actually your better option. And what this is going to lead you to is a greater sense of being able to support yourself. We have Algiz, which is, well, Algiz reversed. Algiz is the rune of the elk, otherwise known as the moose, and it is reversed on the path line. And it's saying that once you get to this point, and once you have done this, because you've done this really on your own, reached deep and pulled this through, this joy that's now coming through, you're going to feel much more confident as far as you're being able to protect yourself and support yourself in these difficult times. So you're going to have that confidence as far as, I can make my life more rich. I can bring into my life the things that are missing, and it's something that I can do anytime. I'm strong enough and I can do this. So I have that power. So that, unicorn people, is your reading. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, dough people. So I'm going to move the dough over here. And I'm going to take the Tarot of the Magical Forest. And I'm going to shuffle it. And I'm probably going to shuffle it really badly. But it was already shuffled. And I have confidence that wherever I cut the deck is going to be the card that you need to see for this. So what is a message of hope for you? Let's see. Your message of hope is Ace of Wands. So you're going to start bringing something through that has to do with expression, sort of acting on your will and communication. And this is very exciting. So let's bring through some Carnelian Runes and see what they have to say to add to this message. And I'm going to throw them all down at once, and then I'm just going to go from there. So, oop, get that there. Yes. So this is going to help you take heart and move forward with this. This is what's going to help you get the hope you need. So for the dough, Your central issue is right now we have Tivaz reversed. Tivaz is the rune of Tyr, and Tyr is the warrior god. And he's not all about riding forward into war. He's about tending duties and responsibilities. And reversed, it has to do with tending inner duties and responsibilities, but also laying down your sword and choosing peace, which is important. Leading up to this, you have been in a situation where either you have been very concerned with your wealth and worth, because this is Fehu, it's the rune of wealth and worth, or you've been feeling pretty good. You've actually realized that you're in pretty good stead. You feel worthy, you feel like your life is rich and that things are good, and you feel that you're able to lay down your sword and not have to fight all the time. But as well, you also know that you need to tend your duties and responsibilities to yourself. So you need to look at yourself and say, what do I need? Because I need to take care of that. What is going to help you with that is we have Ingvaz, which is the rune of active creation. It's Ing's rune. Ing is another name for Frey. Frey is the fertility god, and it has to do with basically you're going to look around you and go, okay, what do I need around me? How do I need to use my will to shape what's around me? And that's what's going to help me the most. And these are things that I haven't done before, really. Like, these are things that maybe I haven't taken that step to really shape my environment and to really exert my will and expression and communicate what I need. And what's going to help through that is that you're going to feel like you're going to realize, we have Manaz reversed, you're going to realize you don't need anybody else's input on this. This is going to be all you. This is going to be your choice, your world, your surroundings. And you're going to be doing this because you need to take care of yourself. Because you know that the only way you can help other people is if you have been able to help yourself first. So that's where you're at right now. And that's what's going to bring you hope, is that you can manufacture that. You can actually, whatever you can control, you can control. Maybe you can't control everything, but certainly there are things that you can in your surroundings make a little bit better for yourself and also use as a means of expression in the world, which is very, very cool. So what isn't going to help you is we have Othala reversed and we have Avaz reversed. So there is a bit of a sense of you're worried about losing the comfort zone that you had before, and you're worried about that you're going to be, it's sort of like, so Avaz is the horse, and the horse has to do with movement but also spirit. It is reversed and it's on the lowest line, so this is what is not helping you. So don't lose your forward momentum or your spirit because you want to reclaim a comfort zone that you once had. If that starts to be the case, bring yourself back up to, you know what, I am tending my own duties and responsibilities. I am seeing what I need and what I need to bring into the world as far as my expression and showing, basically using my will in the world around me to make things more good for me. And that's going to be done by shaping what's around you and basically not worrying about what other people are telling you to do, because they're not you, they don't know. And what this is going to lead you to is we have the next step on the path, which is Gebo. Gebo's the rune of the gift. It has to do with an exchange. Sometimes it's a one-on-one relationship, but I don't see that so much this time. It might be. But what I'm seeing is setting goals, having an agreement, decision, or goal that you're going to basically set. And maybe this is actually you reaching that at that stage. Like maybe you've gotten to that and it's like, okay, I can tick that off my list because I have reached my goal of I wanted to make things better and I wanted to start expressing myself in the world more than before, and that's helped to give me hope. So it's like, there we go, mission accomplished. But also I'm making an agreement myself that this is something that I'm going to carry forward. And what's going to help you there is you have a really good communication with your inner voice at this point, especially since you've worked through this. We have Ansu's reversed. Ansu's is the rune of communication and manifestation, so this is also about communication. This is basically what's going to help is that listening, that you have a really good connection to your inner voice and that you are listening to it. And this is going to continue your path of not worrying about what other people are telling you, but really listening to yourself, your heart, and going, what do I need? What isn't going to help is you are worried that something's going to come up, because before things were always coming up and you were always rushing to the rescue of other people. So we have Nauthi's reversed, which is the rune of need. It's reversed, and the rune of need reversed always has to do with an emergency. So you're sort of worried about what if an emergency comes up and I'm going to be doing all this and it's going to feel like it's not as worthy as tending, whatever else somebody else had. But it is. Tending yourself is extremely important. That is an emergency, and the fact that you're doing it now is very, very important. You will still be able to drop things and tend an emergency that requires you. This is not something that you're not so selfish that you're not going to help out if somebody needs it immediately. But this is your focus now. You need to take care of yourself, and you need to make sure that what you're bringing into the world is your song. So being in connection with your inner voice is going to help you the most at this point. And what this is going to lead you to is, I'm going to read this a couple ways. First of all, Raido reversed. So it's the rune of the journey. It is reversed and it's on the path line. So there is a journey that you are bringing to a close at this point because you're not going to need it anymore. What you were doing before that was more at the service of others is not so much what you're doing now going forward. Your journey forward is also going to include you. So it's Raido, which is the riding rune, it's the journey rune, and it's also inward. There's an inward journey that is going to be you carrying that forward no matter what you do in the outer world. So that, doe people, is your reading. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, stag people. So I'm going to move the stag over here. He's making a call. So I'm going to get the Tarot of the Magical Forest. I'm going to draw a card. Well, I'm going to shuffle it first, and I'm probably going to shuffle it pretty badly because I'm not very good at shuffling yet. But I trust that wherever I cut the deck is where you need to see the card. So let's see what card you get, stag people, for your message of hope. 9 of Wands. So there's a real sense of you always feeling like you need to be prepared. So you've sort of, it's almost like a survivalist mindset where you've gotten everything ready and you're just always ready. You're sort of defensive and you're like waiting for if any spring becomes loose or if any light goes out, you're ready. You're ready immediately. You have everything you need to take care of what any mishap that may happen. So let's see what the runes have to say about what is your message of hope that the stag is bringing you. Oops. I tried to pull that thing, and it wasn't a rune, it was a knot. So that one also wanted to come out, so let's put that down here. I'm going to lay out all the runes at once for this reading, so we're going to see everything we need at once. Okay, and a little bit more. And finally, it's our final rune in this spread, this one. Okay, so stag people, you sort of feel like you're in a situation where you're making sure that as a point of personal duty and pride that you're prepared for anything. Your central issue is something new is starting, and that's giving you some hope. So even though you're feeling like, constantly stressed because you feel like you're a survivalist and you've been on this journey for a while, and this is Raido, the journey rune. So your journey has led you up to this point where now something new is beginning. Something really, really new. And this is really exciting. So we have Berkana. Berkana is the rune of the birch tree. It also has to do with, beginnings and birth. Something new is beginning now. Maybe this is something you haven't prepared for yet. But what's going to help you is, you have your foundation laid down. So you have your home space. We have Othala, which is the rune of the home and the homeland. You have your solace, you have your sanctuary. So things are pretty grounded at this point. You know that you're going to maintain that. You know that everything is protected and safe. And again, we have protection and support. We have the stag. This actually isn't a stag, it's a moose, but it's antler. So we have algaes, which is the rune of protection and support. You have the protection and support of your sanctuary. So you have this home space that you've created. This is going to protect you. No matter what new thing you start, you have this laid down. So you're good. So now it's time to start something new. What isn't going to help is you're going to be worrying about money. We have Fehu, which is the rune of wealth and worth. But also, you're a little bit worried, am I confident enough to do this? Am I worthy of this? And you're also sort of worried about committing to something new. We have Gebo, which is the rune of the gift. It also has to do with an exchange, agreements, decisions, goals. So you're sort of worried about worth, and you're worried about committing to it. But please try not to worry about that. The runes are saying you have basically the foundation that you need to build from. We have, the home space, we have protection, support, we're good. So let's get to it. Almost right away, you're going to be seeing the fruits of your labors. We have Yira, which is the rune of the harvest, and also time. So you're already, almost immediately when you start this new thing, you're going to be seeing the results. You're going to be seeing really, really exciting results. So that's very exciting. You also will get the sense that this is not going to be something permanent. There's going to be a season of it, and it's going to be really, really good, and it's like already nourishing you. What's going to help is take it step by step. Don't push the river. Basically, you're growing this new harvest that you're doing. You're doing this. Take it step by step. It's not going to be done all at once. It is only a small period of time, but it's like step by step. So we have Ivaz, which is the rune of the yew tree. Has to do with patience, slow development, slow growth. So whatever this new beginning is, take it step by step. You're going to be seeing the fruits of your labors almost every day with this, and it's going to keep you encouraged, and it's going to keep you moving forward. But don't be like the golden goose. Don't kill the goose to get all the golden eggs, because the goose only lays a golden egg every day. So, and if it's dead, it's not laying anything. So what isn't going to help you is we have Uruz reversed. So Uruz is the rune of the wild ox. That has to do with strength and health. Reversed, it sometimes has to do with inner strength, but I'm sort of seeing this more as it's like, okay, so it's like lack of stubbornness is not going to help you. Like, just stick to it, take it every day. Don't, again, this is like, don't kill the golden goose. So don't rush it too much. I am actually, you're going to get a treat, because I'm giving you an extra on top and bottom, just to clarify that Uruz reversed for you. So, yeah. So there is a worry about burnout, because you've already got a lot going on. You're already working like constantly, tirelessly almost, although it is tiring, on maintaining all of this and maintaining your home space and maintaining your protection. So there is an element of, do I even have the energy to do this? Do I even have the strength to do this? Yes, you do, because you're taking it step by step. You're not running forward. This is Avaz. So this is Avaz. It's the horse. It has to do with movement and spirit. It's reversed, and it's on the upper line, and I'm really seeing this as you're not rushing forward with this. It's reversed, so you're taking it one step at a time, and you are able to take your time with it. And because of that, you will have the strength that you need, and you will have the energy that you need, because you don't have to do it all at once. And what this is going to lead you to is, again, these are wands, so this has to do with expression as well, and communication as well as will. We have Ansus. You have, after all this, you will have something to express. You will have something to communicate. So Ansus is saying, we do have that communication coming out at the end of this. You will have something to relay. And that, stag people, is your reading. I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye. Hello, nature dragon people. So, nature dragon people, I don't know how we're going to do this, because if I lay you on this side, then your tail keeps you up. Actually, that works. So let's just actually put you there. So you're looking very intently at the spread thingy. Okay, so nature dragon people, what is the message of hope that we have for you today? So let's take the Tarot of the Magical Forest. I'm going to shuffle it. I'm going to shuffle it probably pretty badly, because I don't shuffle cards very well yet. But that's okay, because I trust that wherever I cut it, it's going to be the card that you need. So let's see what card that is. Okay, so nature dragon people who need something that is going to give you hope. Here's the situation. You have felt very keenly there's been a lot of heartbreak lately, and so you really, really need hope because you feel like held back, you feel frustrated, you feel like you can't move forward because of these things that have broken your heart. You have a big heart. So the swords that go at it really are keenly felt. So let's see what the runes have to say that are hopefully going to give you a message of hope. Because you deserve it. Ooh, that one wanted to come out, so that's where it's going to be. So I love how with runes, you know, sometimes with cards, if one of them jumps out and you don't, it's just going to make a sound of paper or card hitting wherever it's going. But if a rune falls out, you're going to hear it. If it lands on the table, it's going to go thud. And if it lands on the floor, it's going to make a sound of something hitting the floor, and you're going to have to go chase it. And so you're not going to miss that. Okay, neat. Neat. Okay, so let's see what we can give you a message of hope for us dragon people. So your central issue right now is that you are maybe not as happy as you would like to be, probably because of this. So we have Funyo reversed. Funyo is the rune of joy. It is reversed and it's in your central issue. Leading up to this, again, this is frustration. This is some standstill happening, and we have the standstill represented right here. We have Isa, which is the rune of ice. Things that weren't moving forward, things that were just basically breaking your heart. So your central issue right now is this feeling of not, I'm going to say misery, a bit of heartbreak, but also you want to find that inner joy again. You want to bring that through. So what's going to help you? We have Gabo, which is the rune of the gift. And the gift in the ancient Norse was always an exchange. So this is basically going to be an exchange. There's going to be some communication involved, and it's open, like it's upright, so it's not, Ansu's rune of communication, manifestation, and Gabo, rune of the gift. So I would say the runes are saying find someone that you care about or that who you trust that you can communicate with. We're going to have that this is either going to be something you're going to be expressing, or just find somebody that you can communicate with one-on-one and help you set some goals, because Fehu is also about goals, agreements, decisions, and goals. So communication is really going to help you bounce things off other people. Don't go out and bounce things off other people, but find someone that you trust, that you can communicate with and have a bit of an exchange with. And this is going to help you set goals to start moving forward again and to get some hope again and try to draw that joy through again. What isn't going to help is you're going to feel like, how much time have I wasted in this standstill state and how little time might be left? I feel like I don't have anything to show for it. And you're going to feel overwhelmed by this. Like, I feel like where's my worth? You know, what do I have to show for all of this time that I felt so heartbroken? That's why you're doing this now. So you basically if you start to get dragged down by that, even express that to the person that you're expressing to, the person that you're communicating to, and just say, look, this is how I feel. This is what I'm going through, and see if you can work with this person that you trust on setting some goals, on having some agreements with yourself, and having an exchange that you can sort of move forward with. And what this is going to lead you to is so we have Avaz. Avaz is the rune of the horse. The horse has to do with movement and spirit. And I'm going to read this a few ways. First of all, you're not going to feel like you have to run, like before you were feeling in a state of standstill and you felt like you couldn't move and you wanted to run around. This is basically saying is you don't feel like you have to run around anymore. You don't feel like that's as important, because there was something about maybe pleasing other people to that. I don't see manas anywhere here, but there is a sense of that where it's other people who are breaking your heart and you feel like maybe you had to run around for other people, and that was swords in your heart because nothing was moving. So you feel like maybe I don't have to move around as much. As well, you're going to get connected inwardly with spirit. You're going to feel like if you're going to run around anywhere, it's going to be inside, like inwardly, and you're going to connect with your inner spirit and let your inner spirit carry you. But you're not going to feel like you have to run around and do things at the drop of a hat so much anymore for other people. The other thing that is going to happen at that stage is you're going to feel a lot more confident with yourself. We have Fehu reversed. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. Reversed on the upper line, one of the things it definitely has to do with is confidence. It has to do with your inner worth, your sense of inner worth. And once you see your inner worth, you're not going to be so eager to just totally sacrifice yourself for pleasing other people who aren't appreciating it, for sure. So that's going to give you some hope right there. Just as like, you know what, I'm the only one I really have to please ultimately. And once I'm happy, then it's going to be easier for me to make other people happy. So you're still going to feel, there's still going to be a sense of obligations that you're going to feel like, but I have to do these needs. I have to tend these things for other people. I don't know where the other people thing is coming from, but I think it stems from this. And that you have such a big heart. You have such a big heart and you just want to help other people. And so you're still feeling like, yes, I feel more confident. I feel like I don't have to run around as much. But what if somebody, what if I see something that somebody needs and that I can do this, I can do it right away and I can try to help them. Look at what came of that. Look at what the result was. This is what the result was of doing that all the time before. It's given you it's made you so miserable. So maybe let them have that need. Maybe they have to find out how to just tend that need themselves. You don't have to be their savior every day. And if the only reason they let you be near them is because you were doing that, then that's not something you need to take care of yourself and your great big heart. There is going to be somebody who's going to appreciate that eventually. And if nobody does, you will, because you're going to turn that for yourself. You're going to use that for yourself. So that's it sounds selfish, but it's not. You need to basically get the confidence for yourself and see your own worth. It's like that character in that movie. It's like, I feel like I'm worthless if I can't be of service. It's like you are absolutely of worth, even if you're not constantly of service. That's not something to identify with, as far as that you are worthy without even doing that. And what this is going to lead you to is you're going to be facing a bit of a gateway. We have Uruz, which is the thorn, the giant, the gateway. There is going to be something that opens up in front of you, and it's going to be wide open. You're going to be able to see this, and it's not going to be hard for you to step through, but it's going to be a whole new world on the other side of that, something that doesn't involve this anymore, and something that's going to be much more healthy for you as you move forward. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm not running around. I'm not breaking my heart on these other people, and I'm going to move forward now. And you're sort of going to be moving through the door and maybe leaving this behind, which would be great. So you and your big heart going where you're going to be appreciated, which is great. So that, Forest Dragons, is your message of hope. So I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.